Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, a Knicks fan, and let's get right into it. The Knicks had a great game, although it was against a very inferior team. I definitely take that win. Coming off a 3-loss series, whatever we want to call it, a win is a win. With that being said, it moves us back to 500. We're still 7th in the East, and we have the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow night. And as I heard from some of the Knicks, they're not worried. And honestly, I don't know. I'm not worried. I think this is a game we just might come out and win, especially after the performance we just put on last night. Like I said, I know it was an inferior team, but there's really no such thing of inferior teams in the NBA because everybody's a professional. It's just coming out and having a good night. Well, the Knicks had a very good night and a very good first quarter. Julius Randle scored 20 points in the first quarter. I mean, he ended the game with 29 points, and I'm not mad. I mean, he was getting other players involved. He didn't try to do everything himself, and that I think that was a lesson from the game before because he was really forcing shots. The game wasn't coming to him. The game really wasn't coming to much as it was to him last night, but he played with control, and that's why I won out of our supposedly star player. Bullock, what could I say? Bullock had one of the best games since being a Knick. You cannot lie, you know what I'm saying? I'll get to the stats and his points, but he really looked good. And as I said in maybe 4 or 5 videos before, this one, if they get Bullock more involved, he would score more. And they got him involved. And like I said, Randle was really getting other players involved, even though they was missing. But he was doing what I want him to do, what the coaches would like him to do, instead of just coming down and forcing up shots like he did the game before. But like I said, Reggie Bullock had a very good game. Barrett had a very efficient game. He scored 14 points, shooting on 5 or 7 from the field. He had 4 assists. He had no rebounds. And he went 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So I might as well just jump back into the stats since I started off with Barrett. Randle, as I said before, he had 29 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 9 for 16 from the field. He went 5 from 9 from downtown, 6 for 7 from the free throw line, and he had 3 turnovers. And you hear me keep complaining about Randle turnovers. He have to stop the turning over the ball, but that's because he's been forcing the ball lately. He didn't try to force it too much last night, so his turnovers was limited to 3 because I'm tired of watching games of him having 5-6 turnovers per game. Anyway, he played 30 minutes. Barrett played 28 minutes, like I said, scoring 14 points, grabbing no rebounds, 4 assists, going 5 for 7 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3 points, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He had 1 turnover. Bullock, like I said, he had a great game, scoring 22 points, snatching 5 rebounds. He's not known for his assists, but he had 1 tonight. He went 8 for 12 from from the field, 6 for 10 from downtown. In 28 minutes, like, I can't really get into this. He had a very good game. I think if we continue to play the way we played last night, a lot of teams, including the Brooklyn Nets, you heard me, including the Brooklyn Nets, will not be able to beat us. Plus, the Nets really not a good defensive team. I know they added a couple of players, but they're still not a very good defensive team. Durant's supposed to be back Monday night. I really don't care if he's there or not because this is going to be a really good test for my team. And like I said, I think the Knicks is going to take this one. I honestly think we're going to take this victory tomorrow night. I'm not doing my Nicodemus on it, but I'm just got a good feeling about it. Peyton, he had 11 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. Now that's what I'm talking about, what I want for my point guards. 9 assists. Peyton, you've been playing good. Like, a lot of us been down on Peyton, but if you really look at Peyton's game, Peyton haven't, he's playing way better than last year. The only thing I get nervous about when he goes to shoot that 3-pointer, I really don't want him shooting threes. I'm just going to be honest. I don't want him taking no threes. I don't even want him taking jump shots because his shot is just, we all know what it is, trash. But when he drives to the hoop, he usually score and get the foul. So I think that's what he should do more. Dish and drive. Drive and dish. Just get to the hole. Quick, my boy AK, Isaiah 2.0, he scored 12 points. He had 3 rebounds and 3 assists. He shot 3 for 6 from the field, going 1 for 2 from downtown, hitting 5 for 5 from the free throw line, and he only played 18 minutes. I mean, that's a very efficient game. He's not getting the minutes like I know he wants to. I guess Tibbs seen the way the game. I mean, last night was a game that halfway through the fourth quarter, he could have just emptied the bench and just let all our youngsters and the players who not getting light run. But really, because it was a 44-point victory. I mean, when has the Knicks beat somebody? The last time the Knicks beat somebody by 44 points. I'm not saying it never happened, but it was a good victory. I mean, 44 points is hard to laugh at. Toppin, he had 8 points. I mean, Toppin is coming along. It's not like he is jumping right off the charts, his scoring, but he have improved each game. He's improving. The more time he get on the court, the more comfortable he get. He just need to settle down. Derrick Rose had a nice 7 points, and what can you say? Rose, he's not. I mean, he didn't get this 14 points. He's average, but Rose is the type of player that just keep the defense honest, and that's what we need. We need Rose. Since he been in here, since he got traded here, we probably only lost 5 games out of the 18 games that he played. We lost 5 games with him in the lineup. My man Noel, he didn't score, but he continued to do what he do. He had 4 blocks. And Gibson is coming for a backup and for an old timer. I mean, he ain't really that old. I know I'm older than Gibson, I'm gonna be honest. But for the world of sports, he is old. But when they first signed Gibson, I wasn't sure about the signing. I was really against it. I thought Thibodeau was just picking Gibson because he's one of his old players, not only from Minnesota but from Chicago. And I just thought it was some type of, United League, I got you type of shit. But Gibson had come in and he's providing that defense, and now he's getting a little offensive spark, trying 3-pointers. I mean, last night he was just doing his thing. Last night, the one play the guy had went up, got the rebound back, tried to go up again. Gibson was right there to send that shit across the goddamn court. Across the court. But you know what I'm saying? I'm liking what the Knicks is doing. There ain't really too much to say about Detroit, but other than Grant, he scored 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists on 5 of 13 shooting. He had help from Diallo. I love that name, Diallo, especially since what happened in New York City many years ago. Whenever I hear that name, my heart goes out to anybody named Diallo in the Diallo family. If you don't know, I really won't mention it, but for people who live in New York, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Amadou Diallo, you know what I'm saying? But getting back to the game, that wasn't even a game, to be honest with you. That was a giveaway. We need more giveaways, to be honest with you. We need more. But we got the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow night, and like I said, I'm not even worried. I think we're going to come away with that victory, and when we do. Well, anyway, like I always say, I want everybody to stay healthy, stay safe, God bless, and peace, my brothers.